Hey everyone, how's it going? Hey, I want to put a quick video together talking about cymbal stands and making that selection on which cymbal stand is going to work best for you. And if I had to break it down really quick and give you a real quick version of this video, and the message is to buy heavy duty stands right off the bat if you can afford it. I know that's not an option for some, but if you are in a position where you can make that purchase, I would definitely go for a very heavy duty type cymbal stand for multiple reasons. These cymbal stands are going to be with you for a very long time. And one of the reasons why I mention that is because I've been playing for like 20 years and I still have the same cymbal stands that I'm still playing on that I purchased when I started playing. So I have one I wanted to show you guys here today. And that way you can see what a nice stand that is. And I'm so glad that I found it. So, but that doesn't mean that some of these other stands are bad stands. So I just picked up a couple stands the other day and I cleaned them up, and they're very nice stands, and they're one's made by Sound Percussion. The other one's is a PDP stand. It's a boom stand, and I'm going to quickly show you guys those two stands, and those are ones that you would not expect to pay a whole lot for. I did break some pricing down, but I'm not really going to talk about the pricing part of it too much. Definitely can do some research. I know that on a high end, cymbal stands can go for 320 bucks on up. I seen one that was even close to $1,000 just for one stand, but it's got all kinds of different attachments and things like that going on. A mid-level stand could be anywhere from like 80 bucks to 200 bucks for a nice heavy duty double brace stand, which I definitely would recommend that choice if you're getting going. And then you can get the lower end double braced lightweight stand, and those can range anywhere from like 35 bucks to 80 bucks. So these are approximate prices, so you'll definitely have to make some decisions on what you feel comfortable spending getting your stands, and making those choices. Just like everything else, you can get these on a used market. And one of the things I've noticed on cymbal stands, just like kind of like cymbals and maybe some drum kits too, that the prices are not that far off from buying new than versus buying a used version of it. So you can expect to pay almost the same amount for a used stand as a new one. So there's a little bit of difference, but there's not a whole lot. So don't be real surprised if people are asking, almost close to new prices for some really good stands. And the reason why is because they hold up and they're almost in like new condition. So that's a good thing for you. So if you're making that selection, um, so the other thing too, if I mentioned it, I don't know if I did, but you want to make a good purchase on these stands because they're going to be holding your expensive cymbals. So you want something that's heavy duty, that's not going to fall on you, and that you don't have to worry about your cymbals falling over and cracking on you, or anything that can go wrong in that situation. So the other thing is that these cymbal stands are going to be with you on the road. They're going to be in cases, getting bumped around. So you want something that's going to hold up through the transportation part of you getting to gigs and unloading, and then loading at the end of the night and stuff like that. So you just can't go wrong with a heavy duty. It's an expensive stand, so I would definitely recommend going that route if you can. But I've got some different stands I want to show you guys here. And then, like I said earlier, I picked a couple of these up the other day. So I'll go ahead and just do that now. So the Sound Percussion stand I picked up is a very lightweight stand, and it's one of the more cheaper stands you can get. So this stand here, I'll get a good picture of it, but it's thinner, it's light, it is double braced. It's a nice stand, and it definitely has a purpose, and I'm glad that I have it. And I probably will hang on to it for a little bit, but you can definitely play shows and stuff with this. But this is something that I would not want to take on the road and be gigging with all the time. I'd want something that's going to be heavy duty, that can withstand a lot of abuse over the course of its playing. But this is a very nice stand. Everything works on it really good, and you can kind of see where you put the cymbal and what that kind of looks like. But this stand here can go anywhere from like 35 bucks to 80 bucks for a stand like this, and the used price is not going to be that far off from that. The next cymbal stand that I got the other day was a PDP cymbal stand, and I thought it was a Sound Percussion at first. So this is a little bit nicer stand than the one I just showed you, and it is a boom stand. So if you're not familiar with that, just you can boom this arm to get what you want. So something like that. So anyways, this one's a little more expensive because it's got that boom option. And so this one can run anywhere from like 65 bucks on up. So, but you can also find these used and pay a little bit less in price. But these are good stands to have, and they've got their purpose. So that's a nice stand. And when I started playing drums, I played I think I started like in 2004, and I've got a bunch of Tama heavy duty stands when I bought my first drum kit. And then I bought another drum kit after I bought that one and got more stands with it. So I got pretty lucky that when I bought my drums, I got really nice stands with that. So I'll show you one of them here in a second that came with the sets that I bought. So about 2010, 2012, I started needing more stands, but I didn't want to pay that price for the super expensive ones. So I found this sound percussion one, which, as you can see, it's a little bit thicker than the one I showed you before. It kind of matches the Tama ones that I really like, so that's why I bought it. I don't really remember how much I paid for it at the time. I know it was probably close to $100 per stand, maybe a little less. I know I bought at least 3 of them, I think, when I ended up purchasing them. So this is a very nice stand, and I do play with some of these stands when I do shows. The only thing I can say is I don't do a lot of booming of my cymbals. I do a lot of straight stands. I just don't want to take the chance of the boom arm, collapsing, or I don't have it weighted correctly where it's going to tip. One show I played, well, it's actually happened a couple times, but I don't know why I did this, but I had the boom up straight with the cymbal on it, and I know I tightened it, but maybe I didn't tighten it as close. But during the course of the show, I had something like this happen where it got loose, and then the cymbal, some kind of slid down like that on its own during the middle of the show. Not a big deal. I just had to tighten it and fix it. But the point to my saying that is that it didn't stay tight for me. So I don't know if that was me or if that was something that had to do with the stand. But still a nice stand. And this is one of the best stands I've got. And you can just see how much more meaty it is. It's a boom stand, and it's a great stand. Now, I don't know how much these, probably if you'd buy these new, would be probably, I don't know, $200, maybe a little more. I tried to break down the math when I bought it. I don't know how much I paid for these stands, but if I broke it down at the time, I think I paid a little over $100 per stand. Probably somewhere in there. But you can definitely see the quality in this stand versus some of the first ones I showed you guys. So definitely it's a big choice. It's a big selection out there, and it's an important investment if you're getting ready to start playing, or even if you've been playing and you need to make more cymbal stand choices. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to cover with that. It's pretty basic, but it is a money thing. So you're going to have a lot of money tied up in this, and if you're going to be protecting your really expensive cymbals, you're going to want to have something that's going to do that job for you. So some of the big differences in these stands has to do with these pieces like this, and how they tighten and how they stay tight, how this boom arm moves back and forth, how it stays for you when you want it to stay. I'd much rather trust this Tama stand than this PDP one if I'm going to be out doing shows and I've got a $200 cymbal on it, and you can basically throw this around, and this one's a lot heavier. So you have to make a good choice in which one you decide. But these little lighter stands are good stands to have. Also, you just got to find what purpose you want them for. So anyways, that's all I wanted to share. Good luck with your selection and stands, and definitely do your research. If you can get them in bundles, you'll save maybe $10 to $30, and they usually do bundles of 2, but you probably can find different deals like that also. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.